Shalom Aleichem, Rabbi Kovacs here. Really thrilled that you're joining us as Mishnah Yomi begins today. Hey Heshban, Tuf Shin Pei Hey. We begin Bava Batra. Now the first topic we're going to see is something a little familiar from the last chapter of Bava Metzia. We were talking about property rights between neighbors. If someone owned the top floor of the building, someone else owned the bottom floor, what do they do if the building falls down? So just launch into the first Mishnah of Bava Batra. Hashutfin, there are partners. We'll see they're partners with a shared courtyard in the middle. They both have an apartment building and they share the yard in the middle. Sheratzu lasot mechitza b'chatzer, but now they want to make a division, a mechitza, like a separation in their courtyard. Instead of sharing the courtyard, they each want to have half and make a separation down the middle for privacy. What do they do? Bonin et a kotel be'emsa. They build the wall right in the middle. But what kind of wall or mechitza should they build? Well, makum shenahagu livnot, if this is a place where they build gevil. Now, gevil is stones that are not planed down smooth. You'll see that sometimes the stones are a bit rough. There's some parts stick out. Gozit is smooth stones that have been planed smooth on their surfaces. Or kefisin, the Gemara says, are half bricks. You'll see this, that standard bricks are a rectangle where the half bricks are more squared off. Or levanim are regular whole rectangular bricks. Bonin, so whatever the minhag is, whatever they normally do in that place, that's the kind of wall or mechitza they should build. Hakol k'minhag hamadina, it all depends on the local custom. Now the Gemara is going to explain how much space in the courtyard each partner must give up to build this wall. If it's gevil, rough stones, zeinotin shlosha tefachim, v'zeinoten shlosha tefachim. Each side gives 3 tefach, 3 hands breadths of space in the middle to build the wall there. Begozit, if it's smooth stones, zeinoten tefachim mechetza, zeinoten tefachim mechetza. Each gives 2.5 tefach of width to build the wall there, because a smooth stone takes up less space than the rough stone. Bichsifin, if they're using half bricks, zeinoten tefachim, one side gives 2 tefach, zeinoten tefachim, the other side also 2 tefach. We're about to find out that a regular brick is 3 tefach wide, so the half bricks are 1.5, but you need that extra tefach in the middle for the cement to hold them together. But levanim, if it's full-sized bricks, zeinoten tefach mechetza, zeinoten tefach mechetza, then each gives up 1.5 tefach, and these bricks are 3 tefach wide, so they just lay the bricks across and they're good to go. Don't even need cement. Well, you need cement between the rows up and down, but not in between. There's nothing in between. It's just 1 brick wide. Lefichach, and therefore, the Mishnah concludes, im nafal hakotel, if this wall happens to fall down, hamakum v'avonim shel shnehem, the place the wall was standing on, that property, that space, and the stones or the bricks, the building materials that can be recycled, they need to be split down the middle 50-50, because each side provided half the materials and half the space. Now Mishnah Bet continues this theme. V'chein begina. So too, if there's a vegetable garden where it was partners and they've agreed to split it in half. Magam shenahu ligdor, a place where the custom is to make a fence in between when they divide. Mechayavin oto. Each partner, if they agree to split up, each partner can obligate the other side to contribute half of the materials and half the space towards building this separation between their now respective properties. Avol bebika, but if it's out in the valley. Now, bebika, we don't just mean a valley, we mean really an open area where there's fields. People are growing things. Makam shenachagru shelo ligdor, a place where the custom is really people don't fence that off. It's usually left open. Ein mechayivin oto. So if partners are splitting up a field, they can't obligate the other partner to put a fence down the middle to separate their properties, because really people don't typically build fences between the fields out there. After all, it's an agricultural area where the gina, the garden, would probably be next to someone's house, their residence. And as we're going to see throughout this chapter, that tzniut, that privacy, is a very important value among the Jewish people. We're known for modesty. Even Bilam, the evil prophet, commented about the modesty of Am Yisrael. Anyway, but the Mishnah adds, Ela imrotze, if they do want to build a wall, so one side wants to build a wall out there in the field, the other guy doesn't want to. So konis l'toch shelo ubone, he has the right to go inside his own property and build the whole thing on his own share of the field, his own property. And he makes an indicator. A chozit is something that's chose, something you see, like a sign that it's his. He makes that on the other side. We'll see why in a moment. Lefichach. Therefore, since one person built the whole thing on his own property, if that falls down, hamakom ve'avodim shalo, the place and the stones belong only to him. Im asu ben dat shnehim, if they both agree to go ahead and build the wall together, bonina tekotel be'emtza, to build the wall right in between their fields, they'll both give up half of the space and half of the materials. Va'osin chazit mikan mitkan, and this time they'll build a sign on both sides of the wall to indicate both of them were partners. The Gemara, they explain what kind of sign we're dealing with. Lefichach, therefore, im nafal hakotel, if this kind of wall will fall down, hamacham v'vanim shel shnehem, they will split everything 50-50. Tizkulim mitzvot, mazel tov on finishing Mitzvah and beginning Bava Batra.